Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I am Nanny Joanne. So a couple of days ago, I got a phone call from a very close friend of mine who is a mother to three, and she called me bright and early in the morning, and she told me that she had had the worst morning with her 9-year-old daughter. They were fighting back and forth. The little girl did not want to eat her breakfast. She did not want to get out of the house. She was being super grumpy, super disobedient, super annoying, as her mother put it, and her mom was at her wits' end. She dropped off the little girl at school and said, "Bye, get out of my car. I'll see you when you come home from school, and hopefully you have a different change of attitude." So the mom calls me. She basically tells me that all morning they were fighting, that she doesn't know why her daughter's behaving like this. So I asked her, okay, well, what happened? She was playing with a box of beads and she was putting beads on her shoelaces. She was stringing the beads on her shoelaces and she wasn't done yet. And she was really focused and really intent on making her shoelaces look more bedazzled. So she asks her mom, this box of beads into the car and work on this while I'm on my way to school. The mom says, "No, I asked you a bunch of times, put that box away already, get your shoes on, stop playing with those toys. We have to go, we're running late." So the little girl obviously throws a tantrum because she was really looking forward and working hard on decorating her shoelaces. And she didn't understand why her mom didn't understand why this was so important for her. So now the 9-year-old girl has a messed up attitude because she didn't get what she wants. And now the mother has an attitude also because she's stressed out, overwhelmed, has two other kids to get ready. And this little one has been wasting time for 15 minutes according to her mom's perspective. So when I told the mom, "Why didn't you just let her take the box of beads in the car?" She's like, "What do you mean why? Because what if they spill in the car and now that's another issue that I have to deal with just to like make her happy?" Like, no, like there's a time and place for everything, and taking a box of beads in a car with three other kids is not for that. We have to get ready. This is not happening. No. I basically told her, "Listen, you need to learn how to pick your battles. Taking a box of beads in a car is not a big deal, especially if you let the child know, all right, you can take this box of beads in the car, but if for whatever reason the beads spill out of that car, I would please like you to pick them up." At that moment, the little girl would have had to make a choice. Do I take the box of beads in the car? If they spill, I'm going to have to be responsible for picking them up because mommy already told me what would happen and what I would have to do. She then decides, okay, do I take that risk or do I leave them here? We don't know what could have happened, but either way, it would have been a win-win because the little girl would have felt understood. She would have had some kind of autonomy and independence to make her own decisions. And the mom would have been like, all right, this is not something that's going to concern me. This is not a life and death situation. She's happy, I'm happy, and we're moving. But instead, the mother let her ego get the best of her. And of course, when she heard her daughter tell her, "Mom, I want to do this. No, I don't want to put it away yet." And the mom was like, "Oh, did you just say no to me? Put that away. I've asked you a bunch of times. No, 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 no. We're not changing in the car." And it's like, lady, woo-saw. Learn when it is appropriate to impose your power onto your children, and learn when it is appropriate to let your children make their own decisions and have autonomy. This is not a big deal. Now, I understand if they wanted to take hot soup in the car or a hot drink in the car, or if they were playing with like silly putty or Play-Doh, but a box of beads, the beads are contained. Worst case scenario, like I said, they spill. But what are you driving, like a race car driver? They're just gonna like blah, like no, they're not gonna do that. If they do spill, so what? They're just beads. She can pick them up. Parents, allow your kids to have some kind of power to let them make their own decisions. This mother's bad morning could have been simply ameliorated had she let her kid do what she wanted, which was essentially bring a toy in the car that she would have been responsible for. So, moral of the story, learn when to pick your battles. Look at the situation and determine, you as an adult, okay, is this something that I need to tell my kid no? Or is this something that will please them, please me, allow them to have a learning experience, allow them to think for themselves and think about natural consequences, which is my favorite. Watch this video up here for natural consequences. And allow our kids to have some kind of autonomy. We need to be able to trust that our kids can make the right decisions when appropriate, with our guidance, of course. So parents, what kind of silly things have you guys fought with your children about that, looking back in hindsight, you could have said, I should have just let them take that stuffy in the car. Wasn't a big deal. Or I should have just let them pick out that pink coat instead of the brown coat, even though it didn't match. What kind of things have you done that could have made your life easier, but you chose to let your ego get in the way, and so you had a terrible morning or afternoon or bedtime? Please let me know in the comments below. And as always, I will see you guys all next time with more nanny tips and tricks from yours truly, Nanny Joanne.